Hello viewers on Universe of the Blutubers channel. This is your old pal 22 Tiger Dude here, aka Tony, and I am here to do an On This Day video for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 1974 film. And it has turned 40 years old on October 1st, 2014. Wow. The fact that it has been 40 years seriously blows my mind. And Marilyn Burns, who played the last survivor for this film, actually passed away this year on August 5th, 2014. May she rest in peace. I thought she did a really good job in this film. What makes this such a great movie? Well, first of all, it's the actor who plays Leatherface. He does a very fantastic job. His name will be on the screen, but I thought he just did such a wonderful job as Leatherface. He was intimidating. He was very convincing. You really believed him as this man that had the chainsaw and went off killing these young people. What I also find really impressive about this movie is how it has little to no gore in it. Like, there's blood in the movie, but it's like you just hear sound effects, and the movie sort of leaves you to your own imagination of what's happening. And there's not enough horror films that are like that. Also, the characters, even for a horror film, were actually very well developed, and you really care about these characters. And even when the movie builds up to Leatherface, who doesn't really appear until like maybe 30 or 35 minutes into the movie, it still gets pretty disturbing as fuck during that whole build-up right there. The movie itself didn't have to be disturbing with all this gore. It was disturbing just seeing the imagery and the sound effects, the creepy music, and just what goes on in the film as a whole is really intense, and it really has you at the edge of your seat. This is a 1974 film, so the stuff they had to use to actually create a film like this in practical form is really impressive, and they really used all of the effects they have to their full advantage. It's really, really beautiful. There is a reason why this movie is known to be a classic, and that is because it is a disturbing movie. It is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best slasher films I've ever seen, one of the best horror films I've ever seen, and they do use blood, but it's not like all gory where everything is gore, gore, gore. Most of the kills, they actually basically leave you to your own imagination. Very great acting for a horror film as well. It's just a fantastic movie all around, and if you just want a really good slasher film, I personally would recommend the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's why I personally love the movie and just have to make an On This Day video for Universe of the Blutubers, because this movie is just fucking awesome. Like I said, just one of the best slasher films I've ever seen. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I dedicate this video to you for turning 40 years old on this day, on October 1st, 2014, and once again, rest in peace to Marilyn Burns. In the comments down below, tell me what you thought of this film, and tell me what's your favorite slasher film. This is 22 Tiger Dude, aka Tony, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power! Ring, ring, ring.